Hey, all right, everybody, this is American Car Classes Radio Program. I'm with a bunch of happy guys.
Oh, yeah.
Ready to go to work? Second shift?
Second shift.
It's been a long day, but it was cool out.
It's going to get colder.
This is Florida, the Sunshine State, but it's going to get cold.
It's going to be cold over the weekend, Chris.
Hey, who's having a barn fire this
It's
weekend?
going to be the 30s.
I don't know.
I'll be using my fire pit.
I got one of those logs that starts up. You look at the hole in the piece of wood with you know.
Like a fake fire thing?
Yeah, but no, it's a fire starter log, something.
Oh, I got a whole bunch of
bought it when I was on the way to.
Fire starter log?
Well, it's not one of those logs that breaks apart. There's a piece of wood. It's got a hole drilled out and a side chute,
Right.
and there's something inside of it that's.
Yeah, you light it and
it kind of it becomes
start the fire.
right. Yeah,
Starts
I
on
bought
its
it on
own.
my way to Chattanooga in October.
we,
It was
used those.
losing.
We went to Tennessee in the mountains. We
Yeah,
used that
okay.
to-
Well, are you going to burn it in the middle of the boat?
It's not the boat anymore; it's the bow because it was a lot better for everything
We'll
else.
have the
So,
pipe hooked up to the end of that hole.
good evening, good morning, good afternoon,
Yeah,
whatever it
hey,
is you're
dude.
watching us.
We
This is the American
all
Car
weekend.
Classics Radio Program, and I am Kenny Schofield, and with me is Mike Carano, Steve Charbonneau, and Todd Byron.
So,
What's up, boys?
What's going on?
It's the last show before Christmas.
Yeah, big Chris.
This show should come out on Friday or Saturday, Christmas Eve. So anybody you want to say hello to? Merry Christmas to?
Todd?
He's right there.
Yeah.
hey, let's give a shout out to our boy Jake Pound.
Yeah, Jake Pound. He's been he
Down a little bit, but he's getting better.
eats every breakfast every morning, Saturday morning with us at breakfast.
Yep.
That's the only time I get to see him. He's a Veroite.
Yep.
A Vero White.
A Veroite.
That's what you
He's a
call it?
Vero
Vero White? Okay.
He's a Vero cracker.
Vero
Like
Indian.
me. We were born and raised here
Yeah.
around this place. Man.
So yeah, Jake, we love you. We miss you, and rebounded, and we're proud of you for all that.
We'll see you soon, buddy.
Yeah,
Steve,
man.
Steve, who do you want to give a shout out to?
Just say hello to all my friends and my family.
Yeah. That's
Mike?
it. Yeah, same thing.
Chris,
All
if you're
friends and
listening.
family.
Yeah,
They're all
Chris Sen, that's right.
bunch
Chris
of people listening to us up in New York, Long Island,
Yeah.
upstate.
Yeah, all to you guys
Kentucky?
in New York.
What are the temperatures going to be in New York over Christmas?
I talked to my daughter today. It was 26 degrees up there today. And that was today, Wednesday.
That's cold.
But it's going to be, they're going to cold. And then upstate New York, I talked to my other daughter. They got like 10 inches of snow. And it's going to be in the teens because she's up in the mountains.
yeah.
Man. You
And
know
then
what
my
that-
son in Kentucky, they're going to get hit with a big snowstorm.
Steve McConnell, our painter, he left today for Kansas to go
Yeah.
see his sons.
Yeah, because my son's at the Kentucky-Ohio border, so he gets that
Okay.
lake effect stuff.
Yeah, the big snowflakes. That's
Yeah,
why
yeah.
down in Buffalo, they get that real big snowflake. So
Yeah.
I looked this morning at North Dakota, and it was negative 22
Nice.
this morning. This burst had just gone through there, so we know it's going to get chilly. So
That's cold.
it's good to have a good cold Christmas, though, because how many times you wake up, you look at a palm tree at 72 degrees, and what do
I
you
love
got?
it.
You know?
Yeah, it's nice though.
I love it.
The first year I was down here, my wife was out putting up Christmas lights, and it was like 85, and she goes, "I'm not used to this.
No.
You're in shorts, and you're putting up Christmas lights,
Yeah.
It was beautiful, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's nice that way.
Well, that's why
I don't
everybody-
like it being cold, man. That's one thing I don't
Me
like. I don't
neither.
like cold.
And this is from people, a guy who spent 40 years, 45 years in New York.
In New York, yeah, I don't like the cold. Don't like it.
My buddy Chris,
Don't blame me.
I remember last year this time I was talking to him on the phone. Gets out of the plane. He's talking to me on the way to his car. And all of a sudden he got real muffled and it sounded like the Charlie Brown on the phone. Wah, 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 wah. And he got quiet. And then about 10 minutes later he calls me back. He's like, bro, when I was talking to you, the steam coming out my mouth froze up on ice on my phone with the microphone.
That's crazy. That's too damn cold. I'm sorry.
It was like negative 6 degrees out the windshield when he was talking to me out there in Wisconsin last year.
That's a problem I don't ever want to experience.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully
I told myself we're taking the boat out this weekend. It's so warm.
Yeah, the cold weather will be gone for the weekend, and hopefully for the big the rod run that we're doing on New Year's Day, it'll be nice.
Well, I wonder if
Yeah.
there's another burst going to come through after that even. And
Hush.
cars run great in the cool.
Hush. We don't want it.
We don't want the cold.
Well, let's talk.
We'll be huddling in the garage here. Todd will have like a fire going.
Yeah,
We
you
might
pull
have
up
to.
you pull up at the park and you pop your engine and you all just hang around the engine compartment.
Yeah.
When it starts to cool down too much, get back in and drive to the next stop.
My car's got heat because I remember going to River Ranch. Kenny's driving down the road. He's got his beanie on, and hoodie on. He's got air muffs on. He's got his gloves. He's just, you see Kenny.
Yeah, I tell you.
I'm like sitting back in the Camaro with the heat on. I'm like, it's nice and toasty in here.
Lucy now has a heater cord in her butt.
They have that big show at the River Ranch in January, and every year it is so damn cold.
The wind.
I just can't handle it. I just don't go.
The rod
wind
run
is horrible.
Yeah, the River Ranch Rod Run is the January 27th and 28th.
Yeah.
This is going to be their 34th annual.
Right.
It was cold last year.
It's cold every year. I haven't been there yet that it wasn't cold.
Yeah.
I remember last year at the wind. Remember on the other side of the car down in the hills.
Oh.
Yeah,
Everybody's like on the other side.
That's where to go.
I remember the one year we had a car show here at the fairgrounds the same day as the River Ranch. And the River Ranch, I said, I'm not going. It's going to be too cold out there. And we froze our butts off over here in Vero Beach. It was cold.
Yeah, but that gave you a 25-minute drive home.
Yeah.
Not like an hour and whatever it was.
An hour, yeah.
And then after last year, Steve, what did we do after the run, the River Ranch? What did we do?
You went and looked at cars.
Look at those Novas.
We went and looked at cars, the Impalas. Those things were junk, man.
It's sad too because like the Impala SS was low mileage.
Yeah.
And it was like a rat just ate the seats in the dash, and then
Yeah.
someone just tore the other car all apart. And the Novas didn't look too bad in the picture, 66 and 67. But I don't think there was any metal in that rocker.
I don't think there's any.
It was.
Yeah.
I didn't think
At
you
all.
could put that much Bondo in a car and scope it and like make it look like that. I was like, I said, dude,
Tell you,
solid
I've been
Bondo.
looking on Facebook Marketplace and all these websites. A lot of cars for sale. A lot of stuff for sale you can get right now. I guess people don't want to store them for the winter. And
There's apparently a lot of cars because Mecum has hit their 4,000 plus for Kissimmee in January without a problem.
no problem at all.
RK5, we called and said, hey, we want to do something. He said, if you want to do last Sunday and let it just sit there and see who's left in the parking lot, we can do it. We said no.
So it's not going.
No, it's not worth that again. You know, you have to get in early. What
Do
Tom
what I
Gore says all the time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna if my black truck gets done, I'm gonna drive my black truck up in there and I'll park it outside in the big parking lot.
Yeah.
I'll put the Forest
A
Hills
lot of
sign
people
out
do
lot.
that.
A lot of
yeah.
people do that.
Or even across the street. I think there's a Ford dealer across the street from Mecum. That guy lets you park over there. I think you've got to
If you got a good car.
give him a couple of bucks. He'll let you park and put it out there.
Okay.
But it's not too bad. You got to, if the guy's still there. I'm talking, years ago. The guy let me park. The guy had a whole bunch of cars parked outside the dealership right across from where the auction was going on.
What are you talking about? You went last year.
No, I'm talking years ago when I went. I went last
park-
year. I've
to park
gone for
across the
past,
street, though.
but me and you went last year. We had a good time.
Yeah, we all went.
Yeah, we all went.
Is that when you
With our
picked me up
big
at the
interview.
racetrack and
We
they were
picked-
shut down because they didn't have any employees?
Right, yeah. We picked Kenny up at the gas station.
Yeah, we got parked up close.
Yeah, he rode
Mike's
the
like,
Uber.
We could go closer, and he got the handicap thing out, and the guy parked just further down the road.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
hey, that didn't work that well. I was like,
Yeah,
what the
yeah.
hell is that?
Yeah, what's up with that?
Yeah.
We got shafted on that deal.
Yeah, so River Ranch, man, it's a month away, and that's just kind of crazy because that sneaks right up on you. It's been such an eventful fall so far.
What city they call that?
What
is it-
city?
Yeah, what city they?
River Ranch.
And is it River Ranch City? Is that where they're having
I
it?
think it's right outside of.
Sunshine State Riding
Rossburg.
News. I don't. It's,
Doesn't say.
Westgate River Resort and River Ranch, Florida.
Yeah, the Westgate River Ranch.
Yeah,
All right,
3200 River Ranch Boulevard, River Ranch, Florida.
down 60.
Yeah.
I think it's what just past Kissimmee River.
Yeah, it was really nice.
Yeah.
It's a
It's
nice
a nice
straight
ride.
drive. We were Ron Smith was tagging with us, and I think we were all at 80 or something.
Yeah.
Oh, Ron was frozen.
Yeah.
It was cold. It was cold.
I know the one year my friend Tony went out there. He went out there in a tea bucket. And he
Topless.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
He froze.
That's not fun.
He froze. He had earmuffs on. He had one of those muckluck hats going on. And he froze the
Still
whole.
cold.
Is that one of them hats that the thing comes over your ears?
Yeah, muckluck.
I got one of them.
Yeah, do you?
Do you?
Yeah, I bought all that crap when I moved to New Hampshire.
I was gonna say when you
The 2 weeks.
It didn't work.
The 2
6
weeks
weeks later, I was moving back.
that is awesome.
I read this article the other day. I guess the Motor Authority. They're taking orders on the new Copo Camaros. Did you see that?
No.
1,000 horsepower.
Really?
Yeah, they're putting the new 427 ZL1 engine in it. If you want to place your order, they don't have a price tag yet, but it's 1,000 horsepower. It doesn't come with a title. You don't get a title
No.
because it's a drag car.
Right. It's not street legal.
It doesn't have a VIN, so you don't get a VIN with the car. It require $15,000 deposit just to order. And that's the 2023 Copo Camaro.
Starting price is $150.
I'm sure.
Really?
There's one that's been all over Facebook already.
It's
that
a-
coppered color car.
Yeah, 10.4 liter ZZ632, 1,000 horsepower. 1,000 horsepower.
4 liter. That's a big motor.
It runs low 9s and a quarter. They said on motor.
Yeah. So what can you get a car like that? Put a couple of seats in it. I don't know if it doesn't say whether the blinkers or anything work on it. Do you have to put blinkers on it?
Okay.
And then what would you bring that down to West Palm Beach and then get a VIN for it? Any ideas?
I think if I
yeah.
remember
What
reading
would
correctly-
stop you if you, I mean,
I
say
think
like
it's-
someone like me in the automotive business have transport tags?
Right.
What would
I think
halt-
Well, it doesn't
Dean-
have blinkers, so you have to.
Well, if you
have
have
to use your
working
arms
blinkers,
or-
legal.
You have to
but
put blinkers and headlights. And I see it doesn't say whether it comes with blinkers and headlights.
I imagine it's got to come with headlights.
It comes with a 3-speed automatic transmission from ATI Racing, her shifter, strange engineering rear differential with 40 spline axles, 40 spline axles,
Yeah.
whatever they call it.
So what? But no, it doesn't talk about creature comforts. There's certainly
Doesn't say
one
anything
seat
like
or two
that.
seats or even a radio.
Doesn't say. It just said it's Copo. That's the way it comes.
One seat and caged, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Well, almost like the Demon, didn't it? That came with one
And it's
seat,
right.
and you
Deemed
bought
not street legal.
Right.
and you had to buy the other seat for $1. I think if you wanted.
That's what it was with the
passenger-
Demon.
Yeah, if you
Right.
wanted the passenger seat, it was
Right.
$1.
Right.
So, Copo Camaro. So maybe you could stick one of those engines in your car, Todd.
150,000.
Yeah. What car?
But and
Yeah, the
you,
Chevelle right here.
Yeah.
you know the guys that are going to buy these cars. Well, why couldn't you just take another Camaro body and put it over on top of your Copo that has a VIN attached to it?
You probably could.
I bet there's a lot of stuff that doesn't fit. They've taken inner fender wells out.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right.
Well, when we come back, we'll talk more about
1,000 horsepower
car
from the
shows.
factory. You gotta love that.
1,000 horsepower. That's what we need.
It's American Car Classics Radio. We'll be right back.
Right back. Why am I sitting over there?
Me?
No, I said guys. Plural.
I don't come with a warning tag. I don't come with a filter. I'm like one of those new fuel pumps. Hey, everybody, it's American Car Classics Radio. Thank you for tuning in to us. I'm Kenny. With me is Mike and Steve and Todd.
Hey,
We're all smiles because it's hump day. It's a couple days away from Christmas. The weather has cooled down. The mosquitoes aren't climbing around and trying to sting us. We don't even have the fans on tonight, guys.
yeah, what's up? With
Huh?
that? What's up with that?
That's why Kenny's hair is not all fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh, it's I just was right before we went back. I was trying to. I got this little poofy thing right there going.
Gotta beep that one.
Wabe.
Remember him at the other place going in the bathroom?
Yeah.
Normally we
Give us
go
a
through a
round
little
of
bit of round table where I get to talk about how everybody's week was and stuff. We didn't really do that. We're already in the second segment. I'd like to know everybody had an interesting week. Anything big go on? You got a couple new hires at the shop.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Staffing like a sumbitch.
That's
Yeah.
big.
Yeah, it's big. You
Yeah,
can find
man.
somebody to work.
You've got some new talent going
Work
on
at
at the
what?
shop. And
It's tough.
Yeah, we
You-
got some talent going on. I can
Yeah,
tell
when you
that.
can't find anybody to work, especially at a body shop. That's
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's what.
Well, that's a problem. That's been going on forever.
Right. So that brings us into our guest that we're going to have here on the radio. This is Ted. Ted, I don't want to mess up your
Hey,
last
Ted.
name. So please, Ted, tell me your last name.
It's still just Strum. I'm just very Swedish. I can't help it.
You're very sweet, Ted. That's great. So sweet Ted on the radio.
So sweet.
Ted, my name is Kenny, and welcome to the American Car Classics. Thanks for coming on here by phone. You are, and here with us is Todd and Steve and Mike. And
Hey,
I have to look at them when I say it because my mind is so shot out I forget who the hell I'm with. So
Yeah.
and it's not from too much paint fumes, unlike some of you guys. So
Just have another drink, man.
yeah, I just had a beer. Right, my beer.
It's over there.
Mine's
Do I
gone.
have a beer assistant?
Bartender.
Do I have a beer assistant? Do I have a beer
Bartender.
assistant? No beer assistant.
He says,
It's
"You
way
ain't
over there.
drinking
And
no
I'm
more
plugged
of my
in. I
beer."
can't
He
get
doesn't share well.
I don't want to say his name because they'll get us in trouble or something. But he should bring us beer.
Copyright.
So Ted, you own a a collision center?
Yeah, we're a collision center here in Atlanta, Georgia, outside right by Stone Mountain.
Oh, by
And,
Stone Mountain. Beautiful.
Yeah. Been in business since '97.
What's your temperature?
Up here right now,
Yeah.
fucking cold, man. Straight up cold.
For an Atlanta guy, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
No, I'm on my way to Sarasota tomorrow, so it'll be a little better.
Are you the other side of the Sunshine Skyway? I grew up over in St. Petersburg, so that's awesome.
Oh, I love that area. It's great.
Yeah, so you are an acquaintance of B. Rice, our producer here, and when we're on the air, he goes by B. Rice. When he's off, his name is Bryce, and he said that you were an all right person that we could talk
on
to.
certain days. Isn't he something else? I don't want to.
Well, he bartends.
I don't want to give it out.
He bartends for seniors now. So
That's got to be fun.
well, the good thing is, Todd, he saves all this money on slipping Mickeys in the drinks because they're already,
You could bring home a cougar,
literally
a senior one.
senior cougar. So
There was one eyeing me today. I'll tell you that. But sizing me up, boy.
that was to the 19th hole. I love it. So so
Funny shit.
as it turns out, the way we open the
baby.
segment up, Ted, we shoot a little bit around the round table, and Steve has recently is acquiring a collision center that has been owned and operated by Todd, and the employment potential, the hirees, they just aren't flocking in the doors and stuff. And part of your concern to Bryce last week was, what are they doing anywhere else to attract employees?
They're not.
Talent, not just employees, but talent. If there was,
The talent is the hard part. You can get your hands on people, but I mean, half of these folks, you really don't want them working on your cars. There's no real quick solution, unfortunately. All of us old guys, we were laughing 10, 15 years ago going, man, we're going to be old here soon. There's nobody coming in. And, it's really our fault. And the collision industry itself, us as shops, we needed to have a ladder system always. I'm seeing that now. We're doing that. I'm start babysitting and you go from there, and try to build our technicians. It's hard to do that because the old saying, you build a technician, then he leaves and goes somewhere else.
Yeah,
right.
That's right.
Yeah, right, sure.
So
but there are retention values, and everybody wants money, man. You just got to pay people today. That's what it comes down to.
how old are you?
I'm about almost 50.
Okay, so yeah, Todd and I are in mid 50s, and Steve's in the mid 40s, and Mike is retired, so we won't even discuss that. But no, so you're right there at the age that Todd. He's saying a lot of you're nodding your head a lot, Todd, because this is.
I've been in it for 40 years, and I'm
But
I noticed back when I sold, I had a big production collision shop back in and I sold in 2014. And at that point in time, I was vice president of the Treasure Coast Auto Body Alliance, and our the biggest problem at that point in time was the average body man was 54 years old.
Wow,
and
correct.
that was in 2014.
8 years ago already.
Right.
So
It's about 75 now.
yeah. So now
Where have all they gone?
Yeah, and now that I've been back into it, I took a hiatus for a little while. 2 years, and then started restoring cars. Well, once my non-compete ended, I started getting back into collision. There's just people would come to me. I was known for paying well and for being, we always had about 100 to 130 cars in process at all times.
Sure.
And it was stupid. And people knew that when they came to work for me, that it was a decent environment and you can make, good money working for me. Now, dude, it doesn't matter. I mean, we're slammed.
Yeah.
And
I can't put a car in the lot.
Yeah, and we just can't.
We're scheduling late February right now.
Yeah, that's
where
how
you,
it's
so
going.
where you
Yeah.
schedule right,
Yeah.
Todd, the same thing.
So, to find somebody is almost impossible. I just hired one guy, and yay.
Now we're in Vero Beach, Florida, Ted. You're in outside Atlanta. Atlanta's got to have a lot more fish, right?
Yeah, I think it's just it's a percentage. It doesn't matter where you're at. Everybody I've talked to across the country, I mean, we're all experiencing it, and it's not just necessarily our industry, but again, the only solution, anytime we have a problem at the shop, got to get through it.
Yeah.
And you just got to figure it out, and you just got to be
pretty
smarter.
much coming down to any skill set trade.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and
Carpenters,
we as
tilers,
owners
mechanics,
and
nothing.
leaders of the industry, we really do just need we're not spending the time to really train the people. We're just expecting somebody to train them and have them show up.
Well, how do you train somebody if you can't do a professional contract where they have, they're going to be there for at least the 3 years, and even then they're going to take all the trade secrets and leave. It's just a hard one. You're trying to secure somebody.
Cost of doing business.
And I get that, but the attrition rate is that you got to fill that seat back in there, and is the guy coming back? He's going to be half the talent, twice the hack. I mean, what do you got with it and everything else? Todd?
No, fair enough.
Todd's lead painter. He has a son that hangs out with a lot. He's getting ready to go in the service. Does he talk about doing this for a living?
No, he don't want to.
He don't want nothing to do with it.
Yeah, a lot of them don't. I mean,
really, the younger generation today don't want to really.
They don't want to do it.
About that,
they don't want to do this work. It's a lot of work. You can make good money, but it's work. You're going to work your ass off during the day.
Yeah,
which I like. I like going home tired. It's great.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got all the guy, any guy that worked, flat rate for us. They all do very well,
But 90% of the people, they say, don't leave because of the business. They leave because of the people that run it or someone that works there.
Right.
And okay, and that's what I'm getting down to is we have to create that environment, and I have good employee retention. I got a handful of 22-year employees.
Fucking beer assistant.
10,
How awesome
15.
is that?
Well, it's cost me. I gave up something for it. I promise you, but
now,
it was worth it.
Is there any technical schools near you, or no?
There are as a linear tech. Unfortunately, again, technical schools, you're going to learn what the welder is. You're going to learn what this is. You're just not going to learn how to use it.
Right.
Exactly.
And then you got, out of 100 students right there, you probably have 3 or 4 that know what the heck they're doing.
Oh, really? It's that bad?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there ain't no 100 students.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Listen, Firestone paired up with one of those schools like he's talking about.
Yeah.
And this guy came highly recommended. And back in the day at Firestone, you didn't really get to do a lot of the hiring. They did it for you. And I ain't going to mention any names. This kid, Ryan, but I'm an A-Tech. The dude tightened a wheel bearing on a 91 Dodge van with an impact.
Oh.
And I said, hey, how's that wheel bearing turn? He says, well, it doesn't turn that well. I said, does it turn at all? I said, where'd you learn that? And he said, the Automotive Technical Institute.
Yeah.
Wow.
On not a hub bearing, just a wheel bearing.
Yeah, the old repack wheel bearing.
Repack
Yeah,
one.
Yeah, you're not supposed
hammered
to
it on with an impact.
I hired this guy one time. He came to me. This has been when I had Perfection, the big collision shop. And this guy comes in. I need his job. Well, I said, all right, well, I'll hire you. I'm ASC certified. I went to this body shop school and all this stuff. I'm like, all right. Well, I have this rule that you didn't weld after 4 o'clock. I don't want no welding because, especially if we're leaving early, the last thing I need is some smoldering problem.
Yeah.
Well, it's 5 o'clock on a Friday, and I've got cars that are in the wash bay, which was at the whole other end of the shop. I go down there. I'm looking at these cars, seeing how they're going, and as I'm coming back in here, this welding.
Right.
I'm looking over, and I'm like, Tim. He goes, what? I said, what the fuck are you doing? Or what?
No, you can't. Yeah,
I can say it.
You can say fuck
I said,
all
what
day
the
long.
fuck are you doing? He goes, I'm welding this A-pillar. I said, dude, you're not supposed to be welding in there. And I'm looking, I'm like, where's all that smoke coming from? Dude, I pulled the fucking welding blanket, the dash, that bitch was on fire.
And we're laughing about it now.
It cost me fucking $6,000.
Oh,
yeah.
I told him, I said, you got a fire, get the fire extinguisher. This dumbass rips the welding blanket down. He starts going, he's blowing on it.
Yeah,
Get the fire extinguisher, dude.
I've been there, done that.
Yes, it's like, that's when I learned that hiring somebody that goes to school don't know jack
Yeah,
shit.
no.
Yeah. We're going to get to
Hey,
it.
man, nice talking to you.
All right, yeah.
His
Fellow
fucking
body
buddy's
guy.
kicking him off
Listen,
the radio show. He does some
Yeah,
shit.
we wish you the best with everything, Ted. And it's great to
appreciate
make
it.
the acquaintance and everything else. If you find a solution, let us know. And if we do, we'll certainly turn it on.
Yes.
Turn
Yeah.
it on.
And push
The solution starts with us.
and push.
Yeah.
What's
we
your
have to
shop name? Push that shop name.
Oh yeah, it's Auto Glo. It's out there in Tucker, Georgia. Lovely Tucker. Been there for
Lovely
25
Tucker.
plus years. It's,
Motherfucker, I'm
man,
going to
it's a
Tucker.
Great little town, man.
He said, motherfucker, I'm going to Tucker.
Hey,
Oh, that's right.
while you're up there, if you find a Tucker, let us know.
Yeah, right. No,
We're
Merry
right
Christmas
above
to you,
Decatur,
Ted.
so you
Okay.
liquor in Decatur and fucker in Tucker.
Have a good one, Ted.
Oh, put your kids to bed, man. Merry Christmas, brother.
right in.
All right, hang on for just a second. We'll be right back. Woo! You can hear myself talk. Woo! What I tried to say was cheers, everybody.
Yeah,
cheers.
we're having our Christmas party.
Cheers. Cheers.
Christmas party.
Cheers.
Yeah, it's Christmas party.
What is going on here? Bud Light and cursing like freaking
Sailors.
I know.
sailors. in
We're
here.
mechanics, but not sailors.
Man, oh man.
Have you ever fucking hung out with Kenny?
Dude, you got a breakfast. Everybody's looking at all of us how they're eating.
That one
Kenny's-
time I walked in and did that Ric Flair. Woo! And everybody
Yeah, there's like 25 people now. I hear is Kenny. Woo! And everybody's like looking
Plates
around
for-
like, hey, meet Kenny. Everybody's
plates
like,
were dropping.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was awesome. It was
So
awesome.
thanks for Ted. That's your buddy Ted, Bryce.
Yeah, that's my good friend Ted up there.
Okay.
Bryce lived in Atlanta for 6 months and met that guy.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
So now we've got a connection when we go back to Atlanta Motor Speedway. That's all right. Out there in what town? Tucker?
Tucker.
Tucker.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tucker, Georgia. So if you're out that way and you're catching the show and you happen to be body work guy and you don't suck because apparently he's got enough of that, then, go give him a shout and see if you can help him out because his parking lot's full like yours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good thing to have.
Body shop
Listen,
business is
October,
crazy.
September and October are the mechanics' slow time of the year because they've had their summer vacations. They've sent their kids back to college, to school. They've got all this. They're saving now for taxes and Christmas. But
we get busy. That's season.
Yeah, what you talking about with it?
September?
You're in fucking Grant.
Yeah, bro.
You're in the wrong hood, man. We get busy during season. People start calling up. I'm having my car towed
Busier.
over. Yeah.
Well,
I'm having my car towed over. The battery's dead. Okay. Well, I'm in Boston. I'll see you next week. I want it running.
Okay.
Get on the tow truck now.
I don't want
Yeah.
that piece
Huh?
of junk sitting
Our
around my
snowbirds
parking
don't
lot
come
for
in
2
till
weeks.
October
Give me a
15th.
battery?
We
Oh,
tell
really?
people. We tell people no. We don't have any room for cars. We try to fend them off, and they still bring them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like what the.
Yeah, they're not even calling right now. This guy with a 79 Ford pickup truck, and it's a nice truck. I wish I had a picture for Bryce. But he pulled up Monday and said, listen, I need it by Christmas.
Good luck.
A full exhaust system on a 4x4 79.
Don't bring Kenny. That's 3 weeks.
No, it's not. I know.
I'm playing
And
with
it
you,
was,
dude.
and it
6
was.
weeks more than
It
3
wa-
weeks.
look, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday and it's done.
Oh, really?
He wanted a hitch put on with wiring, and he wanted the transmission serviced as well, and it's done. So we're proud of that. But he said, I told him, you're $1,200. He said, I'll give you 15. You do it by Christmas. That's okay. So we fit him in because
That's why he got
That's
it done.
money
You see
talks
that?
and
Yeah.
bullshit
Man, you
walks.
sucker,
and,
boy.
All those other cars went to the back of the list. I'm making money.
Uh-huh.
No, man, we got people that are they're working hard.
You
and-
get a
and
lot of
I-
cars at the
A lot,
shop.
but we're actually, last year it was the big joke, and it's been for a while. You bring them in.
They don't leave.
Do you know? I know what he says with a straight face.
Yeah,
too.
'cause the cars go to Kenny's shop to
And
die.
they just pile. It's like I built this puzzle with this. Yeah, it's just anyway. So they're moving out now. We've actually got some money in the bank because of that, and it's a great thing. So
I got the perfect prank.
There we go.
Yeah. All right.
for me, all right, cool. I like pranks. Hey, so we're gonna do a little bit of Meekum stuff. Those
You'll
cars.
never
that-
even know though.
The
It's best
cars
part.
that Bryce showed at the beginning of the show were 6 cars that we're going to highlight today, as this is the January 4th through the 15th of 2023. Wow, I'm saying that out loud. Meekum Auto Auctions is going to bring in, and they're going to have their Super Bowl of motorsports auction, and it is 11 days.
How many cars you going to buy?
None.
You're not going to buy nothing?
No. Are you?
How
You're
about
not
you?
either. You're not either, are you?
How about you?
I'm not buying it. I'm trying to eliminate the fleet.
Tell me that you're looking
How
at
about you?
You never know.
Yeah.
Do you have a bidder's pass?
Yeah.
Do you have a bidder's? Are you going to get one?
Never know.
Hey, I'm gonna be the guy sitting between you guys. Like, last year when you said, you should have bought that AMX. You should have bought it.
Yeah.
Don't make that mistake twice, Mike. Buy it. I'm gonna be raising Mike's hand.
And I think there might be some AMXs
Yeah, there
at
is.
the auction.
There's a Donahue one that's
That's
going on.
right,
It
yeah.
looks like it's going to be for big
All right,
money.
so Bryce, the very first one we're going to pull up is a 1941 Willys Coupe Gasser. This is lot L5, which is
That's hideous.
that's a Sunday. No, is L5 is
L5?
I think, is Tuesday the 8th. I think I wrote it down on one of them. I went to write it down on one of them.
L?
Is
I
that
do
car
this a
from
lot.
around here?
L.
Huh?
You have L
Is
somewhere?
that car from like right here?
That car? I don't
All right,
know.
so this
I don't know,
is
it
a
looks
gas.
familiar,
Listen,
though.
is 427 with 530 horsepower, 5-speed transmission. Is purple and gray. A 2-owner car, professionally frame up build. That's all it really says. It's got the TKO 600 5-speed manual transmission. Steve, what's the TKO? Is that good?
Yeah, it's a Tremec.
Okay. And is the Tremec?
Yeah,
Okay.
5-speed.
Purple with the gray interior. It's powder coated frame and suspension. So you've got pictures up there, Bryce?
Yeah, there's a picture. There was a purple.
Right there.
purple
Yeah,
one
that's
up
that
there.
dog right there. So we get to kind of do this. And who wants to roll out of the gates with a bid on that? Guess?
55.
I love
What'd you
that.
say was L? L's the first Sunday.
Yeah, L's the first Sunday. Is that right?
Yeah, L's the
okay.
first
So this is
Sunday.
the very first. So this is 3 days into the auction because it begins on Thursday.
Right. Yeah,
All right,
I'm looking
great.
at it now. L is the first Sunday.
Great.
Jasper Jake.
Todd's in at 55K.
And bring that car up again. I know you.
I'm gonna
that car.
go.
Look like a purple Peter eater.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 61.
Fucking Barney right there.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's really.
Yeah,
I'm not really into
Yeah, I'm
it.
not into that. I'd say like 45.
All right.
It's got some nice wheels on it.
It's clean. It's a good car.
Yeah, you gotta like.
Just-
You
yeah.
gotta like them.
It's gonna take a special ass for that special seat.
Yeah.
That's all.
There's an ass for every seat.
You had it up. We're
Yeah.
good.
So, Steve, give me a number.
Well, Mike took the number I was thinking, so I'm going to go 42.8.
42.8. And Bryce, tell me what you think about that car.
I'm with Todd on that one. I think I wouldn't
right there in the
touch it
double
with a
nickel.
10-foot pole.
We're gonna do
If I hit bid 55,
You know, if I inherited that car, then
We'd sell it and make a little money
yeah,
because you got it for free, bro.
That's right.
I'd probably sell it and get a Veloster N type.
The next one is going to be lot L8. This is a 1979 Camaro Z28. It is a 5.7 liter engine, automatic transmission. It is blue with a black interior. That is all the info they gave on it. I'm assuming that
What's
she's
the mileage?
pretty stock. I have no
got a
info.
picture of
There's
that one, Bryce?
Nothing on that one.
That
That
you
don't
bring
help.
up.
Right,
That
that's
don't
the
help.
blue one. There you go.
There you go. It's a nice blue.
Nice
Yeah.
looking car.
so it's got the original turbine wheels. It's
Yeah.
got the correct stripes, correct
It's still like
fender vents.
It's still a.
Interior
You
don't
know,
look too.
Maybe one picture
tread
has the
lightly,
odometer
Mike. I
on.
own 2 of those.
Yeah, I'd say
Yeah,
like.
somebody's messed with the valve.
I'd
cover
say
that,
like
man.
28.
Oh, it doesn't have AC.
Yeah. It's a heater.
I'm sticking with my 28.
All right, I'm going to go 31.
No, I think Mike's pretty spot on.
Mm-hmm. I think he is too. So I'm gonna go 29.
I'm going 25.8.
You're probably in the right direction. I might screw.
If it had T-tops and an AC and a 4-speed, it'd probably pull 30. Like
Yeah, the no
remember-
AC is a big one.
Remember Tom
Yeah.
Gore's car?
Yeah, yeah.
How crazy that car went? It hit that plateau, stopped,
And then it stopped.
and then he took the reserve off,
And
and,
then
that car went
boom.
Went
climbed.
up again. Yeah.
I think he ended up what 25 or 28 in that car, and it stopped at like 20.
Yeah. And then the Mustang that he didn't think was going to go went big.
Well, Tom said he'd be on the show next week, Liz, so we're going to bring
Okay,
him in,
good.
and he'll be
Sweet.
here with us next week.
I haven't seen him in a couple weeks yet.
Yeah, and we're gonna try and get John Kramer on the phone again for this week for the end of the year next week. That'll be a nice piece too. All right, the third one is lot L10. All of these are from the first Sunday. This is a 1971. Bryce, go ahead and put that up there. Chevy Suburban Custom. This thing has 22-inch wheels.
Oof.
It's a blue
Nice.
exterior and interior. It's a
Oh,
5.7.
Tailgate
nice looking.
shaved and everything.
It's a 5.7
they-
V8.
Yeah, they tucked in the bumpers. They did a lot
Yeah.
of stuff today.
Yeah.
Look at the tailgate.
That's
That's
nice.
custom.
But what's
Yeah.
going to hurt them is they left a small block in it. You've got to
Yeah, but
LS
that's all
this
right.
thing to put the thing over the top.
It's still.
That's just where the money is.
I think it's still going to bring.
Yeah.
45,
If that thing's got a
45
radical
at
small
least.
block in it, it'll go.
45.
Yeah, 45 at least.
I'm in at 48.
I wish I seen pictures underneath the hood. That would tell me everything.
Right. Some of these we just aren't getting. They're
They
just
didn't
not-
post any
offering it.
photos of the engine.
Yeah.
That's to me that would be a red flag.
And it,
Right.
right.
I mean, that thing's got a lot of custom work. Like the tailgate was, that tailgate's been
Shape.
worked. The bumpers have
Yep.
been tucked. The fenders.
Yeah.
It even looks like they took that body line off on the top, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Chuck have the body line kind of like yours.
Yeah.
Bring that up again.
I'm gonna say that thing's. I don't know. That's pretty nice. I think it would go for about 52.
Yeah, but look at the front fender.
52.
Yeah.
Now, is it meat or
Oh,
does
the
it
back. The
does it
front
look
is,
like
but-
the driver's side?
Look at the front fender on the driver's side.
Yeah, it looks.
Bryce, can you freeze that picture on the when
We're
it
not asking too
shows
much
the
of it.
driver's side?
You're going so fast, man.
It looks like it almost looks like the rear passenger door on the driver's side was molded in. They made it look like it was going to be like a Nomad type, but the other side isn't like that.
Oh.
I didn't see a line on the
front-
door on
The front
I don't
fender
know.
looked like
All
it
I
was
see
way
is
off.
4 ugly dudes
Yeah.
with a meet them option game over.
Yeah,
All right.
He's
Steve,
some ugly crackers, man.
give me a number if you can, Steve, based off of what your memory tells you.
47.
You're not going to bring it up again?
Not 47. He
Please
can't.
have
One more time?
Not
Different-
count.
One more
You're good.
time. One more time real quick.
Watch the front driver's side fender. Looks like it's way off on the bottom.
We're having some technical issues there.
Well, we asked him to pop it 3-4 times.
Watch the driver's side front fender on the bottom.
Yeah, it looks, yeah.
That's-
See, now you can see the line on that side, but if you go to the picture before that,
Yeah, you couldn't really.
you don't see the door line on that. So I didn't know if it
I
was.
didn't see it. He must
It's
have
got to
got
be
might be in the
there. I think
picture.
it's just
It's
really.
just from the reflection.
Yeah,
But it's a beautiful color.
It looks
nice
nice.
color.
it is a pretty color. Yeah.
You-
So all right,
Those
You
things
could be
those are
shagging in
coming
that
up
thing.
in there.
and they are, and he's got 22-inch wheels with a nice fat tire on it still, and it's filling that wheel well. And a lot of people, it just gives it more of an appearance of lowered, even though it probably is some. It just really when a wheel well is filled up, it really is just a happy wheel. You know, it's just it looks
Yeah, it looks good when it.
looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the next one?
All right, 1937. Bryce, pull that up. 1937 Ford sedan delivery. This is L29 at Kissimmee's 2023 Mecum auction here on.
Oh, look at the fucking interior.
Who the hell picked this car?
Fucking Pepto-Bismol pink. Look at that shit.
Man.
I said that it was a light purple with a dark purple trim.
Boy, those F-bombs are really coming
Yeah.
out today.
This is an all steel
That's
body chop
Pepto-Bismol pink. Am I wrong?
Yeah, it's
all steel
the-
body
The interior
with
was
chopped top and
ugly on
suicide
that.
doors.
The
custom
car is
stainless
steel.
frame.
Ah,
Yeah, all steel
amazing.
body.
They chopped it.
Chopped it in suicide doors. Custom stainless steel frame. Jaguar front end and rear suspension. 350 cubic inch Chevy with a BM supercharger and a 400 automatic turbo transmission. Power steering, power brakes, power windows. AM, FM, CD, and an 8-disc CD changer in the back. DVD player and backup camera.
Interior killed it.
Vintage air and custom leather interior.
It's a
What do you
chick's car.
think?
Listen, that custom
Man,
leather
you did a
interior
lot
probably
of
cost somebody
talking.
Yeah,
15
It was
grand.
almost like you're trying to sell that car, bro.
yeah. I think it's gonna. I think you're gonna get
I'm gonna do it for Mecum one day.
55.
All right.
I think it's gonna
That's
go high.
about what I was thinking.
Yeah, I
Even with
think
the
it's
pink
gonna go high.
interior?
Yeah, even with that interior.
Yeah,
I think
because
it's gonna go.
some dummy would buy it.
Some. I mean, they did a lot of custom work. to it.
the rich guy buying it for his trophy wife. Baby, I want that.
I'm
Remember that guy last year?
I went
The
49.
chick wanted she bought that
49.
white Corvette, and then the
Right.
black one came up, and she's like, I don't want the white one, I want the black one, and he bought the other one.
I brought the other one.
Remember that?
I went 49.
49?
What do you got, Steve? Before Todd.
52.
The only thing that's gonna hurt.
53.
The only thing that's gonna hurt these cars is that it's on a Sunday. You know, that's the big thing. The first Sunday.
But it's the
is-
first Sunday.
Yeah, but still, you know, you remember the big cars are going the second Saturday.
All right.
So
Whoa.
Let's pull this up.
I'm on Friday.
Let's pull this up. 1978 AMC AMX lot L 82.1.
That is
That is
that's
Mike
almost
right
like-
there.
that car.
that's almost like a Hornet.
Those were junk when they
Come
came
on,
out.
Yeah.
come on, that's Mike. You see Mike now with the
Alpine
beard,
white.
with the
Nah.
beard
got the-
going.
No.
So it's a 301 or something? came in
Factory
there?
air conditioning. It's a
What came in
258,
those cars?
258 inline
the
six-cylinder.
Oh, it's got a 6-banger in it.
4-speed manual transmission. Factory air conditioning. Purchased from
Stick,
original
baby.
owner.
Yeah, I can see Mike driving something.
No way.
Sold new at
Come
Skinner
on.
and
Who
Demilios
the hell
Inc. December
picked
3rd,
this car?
1970s for $5,909.
And that's a Sunday too.
You
This is
pick
Sunday
some
as well.
bizarre
That's
stuff,
gonna be like
man.
Oh,
six,
just wait.
I
You
like
pick some bizarre shit.
Yeah,
I'm
you don't
gonna
know
tell
the
you
Just
yeah,
wait.
Just wait.
That's
I've got
gonna
one
be
more.
I've always
I'd
hard.
say like
Oh, Jesus, it's gonna
16.
get worse.
Who the-
16?
That's one of them
16.
cars you don't even pay attention going across the block.
I'm going 22.
I don't think it's going to take that much.
I don't think so. I'm thinking more like 17.
That's
Yeah.
not even an Eagle. If it was an Eagle, the Eagles will take
I'm going
the big
12.
money.
Wow. Yeah, so Eagle.
The Eagle will take money.
There was
They'll
something
bring
on
in money.
history. There was some history on Eagle that I didn't write down today, but I think that they closed or something.
I don't know
Oh, yeah?
where this guy
1982 or
gets
whatever.
his cars from.
All right, well, here's number 6. Let's do this.
number
So you're lucky
six.
you're
This is
sitting
our
there.
last
Slap
one.
the shit out of
Yeah,
it.
why
Okay,
am I sitting over
This
you
is lot-
thought those other cars
Yeah, this
were
is
bad.
lot
what's this
L88,
This is
and
all
this is the
Sunday.
1978
What the fuck?
Ford Pinto wagon.
Here we
There
go.
you go.
What?
Hey,
No,
baby. Hey, baby. Hey, baby.
Hey, look, it's all original.
They are for
Hey.
sale at the
Oh,
auction.
look at that, man. Look at the
Nice.
bright red
That is
interior.
nice.
There you go.
I like it.
It's popping now.
Read these facts here.
4,371 actual miles. That's very nice. 4-cylinder, automatic transmission, silver paint, red interior. Well, that's obvious.
And that's
Yeah.
all we know.
4,000. I'm going to tell you right now how much that car is going to sell for.
Go ahead.
I'm
Tell
going
us
to say
right
22.
now.
I'm going to say 17,000. and that's a high number.
I think it's going to go higher than that.
Do you?
I said 22.
I think you're going to be like 28, only because of the mileage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that red interior, man. I mean, it's
Red interior pops.
patchy, man.
When was that? A 4-cylinder?
It's a 4-cylinder.
Four-cylinder.
All
Well,
wagons
you know
were
what? It
factory
might.
4 cylinders.
It might.
So, okay, while Steve's pondering this, if somebody bought this car, would they ever put a V8 in it? Or
Absolutely.
Now you're just
You make it like a V8 Vega. Put like a little 302
Absolutely.
in there.
I wouldn't do a damn thing.
you'd
to
leave it
because-
exactly like it is.
Yeah.
But my Nova
Because it's
came
got
with a
no miles
4-cylinder,
on it.
and I absolutely pulled. It had no miles, 24,000 miles, and I still pulled that
Well,
6-cylinder right
that's-
out.
That's
I can
'cause
see-
you're Kenny, bro.
I can see Julie driving that, putting some sheep in the
Hell
back.
no,
Oh,
we ain't
yeah.
doing nothing.
The sheep shagging wagon.
We already got that at some of that container building.
They'd have to be some short sheep to get in that.
Right.
Yeah, no,
But-
we ain't.
All right,
Who are you
Steve.
waiting for? Steve there.
Yeah.
What do you got, Steve?
He's stuck.
I'm going 13.5.
Oh.
He's
His brain
really
melted
low.
when he saw it too. Same reaction that I had.
All
All
right.
right.
Well, that's that for the Miko. So next week we're gonna do a Jeopardy game, and we're gonna have Tom Gore on.
That's what
He's
you
a friend of
picked?
the show. That's what I
Yeah.
picked, man. That was
And what we got? One more segment?
one more segment. Yeah,
All
we're
right.
gonna do a little tech talk, some car show stuff, and then we're gonna get out of here and Christmas weekend.
Pinto wagon.
We'll be right back.
Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom,
Hey,
boom.
welcome
Whoa,
back.
hey,
He
man,
didn't give me a.
Boom.
I
Talking
didn't hear
about
that.
shutting it off.
Welcome back, everybody. This is
cut
the
it
American
off like
Car
a
Classics
band-aid.
Radio program. I am Kenny Schofield. With me is Todd Byron to my immediate left, Steve Charbonneau, Mike Carano. Bryce Shanka is behind the scenes there doing all of his stuff that he does.
And we got a studio audience today.
And we
Yeah.
do. It's a silent man. This is our beer assistant. We appreciate him very, very much. He has kept our thirst quenched.
The
during
beer
this
delivery
hour.
has been on point.
That is
that's
very,
true.
very good.
Sometimes to the detriment of our camera angles, but
Right.
Right.
You know, it'd be nice if it was like on Gas Monkey, he would just throw the beer to you. You
I
know?
don't want that to happen.
it is a pretty nice car.
Got Todd-
Feel the
Todd
fire.
Chevelle
Well,
behind
maybe
me.
we got to use cans instead of bottles, man.
Kind of like the egg.
Yeah, kind of like.
Kind of like the egg.
Oh!
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
All right.
And just real quick, we got to thank Jake from Jasper for coming in last week.
Yeah,
Yep.
we did drop some bombs and stuff this week, which was fun. But in all seriousness, Jake is a great guy, and he did come in, and he represents his company very, very well.
Yeah.
Steve and I have always been blown away with how knowledgeable he is, and that's his job. But a lot of people don't pull it off like Jake does. I mean, he knows.
Yeah.
He must read every email that comes from corporate talking about what they're doing and spending and all that, and it really just reflects on his.
He's very informative, you know. I mean,
Very.
Yep. And he's on it. If he tells you he's going to do something, it's considered done.
And he's busy. Mike, you said I know the car. I know you're around
I
the
see
car.
the car all over the place.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
That
He
guy never sits still.
He gave us a sign, and it is on camera view there, posted on the wall next to the American Car Classics logo and the American flag right where on the wall where it begins.
No, I
1942.
I
man.
forgot to ask him. I know they do engine transmissions. They do rear ends too.
Yes, they
Yep.
do.
Oh, okay. He doesn't mention that.
Well, they
It's
do
the whole-
diesels. They do injectors. They
Oh,
do
okay, they do a
injector
lot.
pumps.
All right.
They do. Yeah. So when you buy an engine, you get you have the option to buy a engine startup kit.
Oh, you could get like a whole LS kit,
Everything.
computer, everything good to go.
I don't know about that, but they with our gas engines and fuel injections, they're sending us spark
They
plugs
say
and
an install
distributors
kit, so
and-
they give you everything.
Yes, right.
Fuel
Okay.
filters,
The belt.
PCV valves,
right.
hoses, belts, fuel
Right.
And
filter,
they
spark
sell
plugs, wires.
short blocks and long blocks.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, so it doesn't have to be a complete
No.
thing. Whatever you need,
No.
they got.
But
I
when
mean-
they sell diesel, they recommend that you buy the injectors. I mean, they recommend some stuff because
Well, they do their own
warranties
injectors. They fix the problems with the nozzles and
That's
tips
correct.
and all that stuff
That's
and the
correct.
cups and all that.
That's correct.
So they don't just reman; they fix the issues that are.
Yeah,
with
that's what
these
he was.
cars.
That's
Yeah, they don't
that's what he
rebuild, they
pointed out.
remanufacture,
Yeah,
right.
and they make things better.
Right. Yeah. If there's an inherited known problem of this, they're going to fix it, and you're not going to have that same problem again.
Yeah,
Good.
like the GMs on the Ecotech with the PCV valves, they actually fix them, and then some of the GM transmissions they actually drill the holes larger in the valve body for more fluid
For
flow,
more fluid,
and that takes care of the shutter problems and all that stuff.
because they're
and stuff.
starving, right?
Yeah.
So it's a big deal. So thanks again to Jasper for letting Jake come out here and hang with us for the evening. It was really good.
80 years of Jack.
80 years.
Wow.
Yeah,
All
it's a
right. So
long
what do you got?
time.
Tech talk question?
Yeah, I got a little tech talk unless we've got some car show, but we'll
No,
get
go
into some
ahead.
tech talk. So
Yeah, go ahead.
this one here is, and I've had these for a little while. We've been trying to read them, but we get carried away with stuff we do. Short and simple here. I am an avid listener of your show. Could you please tell me what your favorite car is and why? This is Mark Earl.
Mark Earl.
So, Mike, what's your favorite car and why?
I don't know. I like Chevelles. I like even my 55. I like.
I love your 55.
It's in for paint. Just went Saturday for paint. So hopefully I'll get that back in a couple of months.
Who's painting it?
My friend Gino's painting it. He did my brother's Chevelle. Put a little
Depot?
ghost stripes on it.
Oh, he
So-
put some great ghost stripes on that thing.
Yeah, so we'll see how that comes out.
Is there an estimated time frame for that?
I'm figuring the end of February. I'm
Okay.
hoping. So it's not too bad.
Okay.
He's doing one car at a time, and my car's the one that's up.
Awesome.
So we'll see what happens.
I love that.
Yeah,
What color you going?
white. I'm gonna do like pearl white. Maybe put a little flex in it.
Okay.
I was gonna. A lot of people say go two-tone, but I kind
pearl-
of like the all white.
Pearl to what? Pearl to a green or to a blue or a...
Probably pearl to a blue, or maybe pearl to a
Beautiful.
like my tinted glass. I believe is blue tinted glass, so I
Okay.
might put a little blue flex in it.
Love that.
We'll see what happens.
Love that.
So I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Steve, I think I know the answer to this one.
Yeah, it's a toss up. Mine would be either the '69 Camaro or the '70 Chevelle.
70
Yeah.
Chevelle, right? I figured it'd be
Yeah.
70 Chevelle.
Yeah.
Because it was your first. It's what you really fell in love with when you were young. And,
Yep.
and
My poor dad, bless his heart, he really thought that was the car that they took away from me when I was young drag racing.
he did. He thought the one you got back was the one.
Yeah, I mean it's identical. The wheels to the vehicle ridge tires that were on it. I mean it's identical, 4-speed and all.
And why that car?
That's what I had when I was 15. I worked 3 summers landscaping.
But why'd you pick it when you were 15?
Loved it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I walked past that car every day for years.
Oh, you saw that car before you bought it? It
Yeah.
was the neighbors or what was it?
Yeah, we used to cut grass up north with my friend's brother, and I walked past that car and I said, one day I'm gonna own that bitch.
Ah, I love that.
I walked by
love
that car probably since I was 7 or 8 years old, and he had it up for sale and put it at the little local car dealership on consignment.
Love that.
So
Love
Todd,
that.
what do you think, Todd?
Oh, definitely Chevelle.
Yeah.
70 Chevelle, yeah.
And-
I
and-
wouldn't have kept mine for so long.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
what made you fall? I mean, here again, did you run across this car? You saw it on your way to school, riding a bike. You
Well,
just
honestly, what happened, I fell in love with the Chevelle. My neighbor had a 71, Rick. He's just since passed away, good guy. And he actually pulled me up the street one day I had a little Honda Z50. It wouldn't start, so we hooked a rope to it. He pulled me up the street to get it started. And he goes, Watto, my nickname was Watto. He goes, I'm going to pull you back, bro, because I got to go to work. If it doesn't start, you're shit out of luck.
right.
I'm like, all right. So he's pulling me down the road, and I get almost to my house, and all of a sudden, ring, 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 it starts. I was, hey, it started. And he hit the brake, and I didn't stop. I went around, the rope came around, boom, right in the side of his car.
oh my!
Oh,
I felt bad. But I really liked that car. He had Kragers on it, super
and
nice.
that's where he learned how to do body work.
Is that?
Yeah, we actually, that big dent just popped right out, so I wasn't so upset. But
I can see Todd as a kid.
Yeah.
I seen this on well, it wasn't YouTube back then, but you take a plunger to it and yank it.
Yeah,
I pulled the door panel. I was just poop. I mean, the dent was like that big. It's huge, bro.
On the driver's door.
The passenger
Oh,
door.
okay.
Yeah.
And what was your nickname?
Wood, Watto.
Yeah. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, Wood. That's my nickname.
Because you were tall like a big plank of wood, or what?
I don't know why they all called me that, but there was probably 50 kids people on our street.
Yeah.
That was my nickname, Wood.
There you go.
Wood.
And what was your car?
Yeah. So mine, I guess, is a 70 Monte Carlo. But I grew up loving the Corvettes, the 63 with that split window. It just was so sexy. And then I saw the 66, and then I saw a 67, the Stingray, that hood.
Yeah.
The
And
Stinger
really-
hood.
Yeah. God, man, that 67 is just the best car in the world. It
Yeah.
really is.
I was a big fan of the El Camino. 70 El Camino, 69 El Camino.
The 69
I like 'em.
Is the one with the backup lights in the tailgate? Is that right?
No. 69 might be the I don't know what would differentiate.
Yeah,
two of them
I think
because
it's the front.
I'm
Just
only-
basically just the front.
Yeah,
I think they're
because-
all the same.
that's a 70, and it has the wing
Right.
windows, which the 70 Chevelle doesn't have a window.
Right.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know.
So yeah, I was always a big fan
Wow,
of the
isn't
El
that
Camino.
kind of a weird little...
Yeah.
And you can get rid of the wing windows and just have glass made and put it in as a Chevelle and do
I
that.
think I like the wing windows.
Yeah.
I don't know. One day I'll be able to work on it again.
So for all the people listening, we're looking at Todd's El Camino sitting over there in the corner.
Right,
Yeah.
They're
right.
probably
You
like,
only
what are they
see
looking
that.
at?
You think our producer would have swung the camera around?
Well, he's
but, he's
he's
very
busy.
busy.
Producing. And we've only got a little time left.
I mean, we got all these cars laying around the shop here.
You know what, hey, you
Mark,
know what
that
car
was-
would have made my top 3?
Huh.
I like the Tri-Fox. I love the 55s and 57s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what else you
I-
got there? Ken?
Hey, my name is Henry. Can you tell me if installing a fuel injection is too much to do at home?
No.
Thank you.
Follow directions.
Yeah. It's a simple bolt-in kit, really. You just got to have the basic knowledge, and you can do it.
But Todd, you ran into some cars that they just aren't happy with it, and you've got to play with them some. And fuel pressure can, do, and some of the deliveries, and
I think it
maybe-
really has a lot to do with a car that's got a lot of performance, like a big cam car.
We're fitting to find out.
Yeah.
Steve has asked. Steve from Fort Pierce asked if anybody has used line locks on their street cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
My Nova's got a line lock in it.
your wagon,
My wagon.
but
had a
that's
line-
because it was a drag car. It was a wheel
Yeah,
stand.
when I had my '68 Camaro had a line lock in it.
Okay,
Yeah.
My 81's got it on it.
your Camaros. Yeah,
I drove that car every day.
I've never owned a car with line lock. I've never tried to put a kit in. I've never.
Yeah.
Oh, they're the best for burnouts.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure they
They're
are.
good for burnout.
I'm sure they are.
Yeah.
You, Todd,
Well, none of mine have it in it, but
you've installed them and done them.
And mine,
yeah.
I mean, even Chevelle
I
for
put 'em in
drag
it, but-
racing, I would think that would have had them.
Well, it doesn't now.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
But
back in the
did?
day, it did.
Okay.
I think mine was made by Lakewood. Is Lakewood still around?
Lakewood.
They're still
yeah.
around?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it probably got.
How much
bought
time we
out
got,
by
Bryce?
Summit.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I got a couple questions left for next week.
Hey, listen. So,
we got the New Year Rod Run. That's big.
Oh,
yeah.
Dick Arbitel Memorial New Year Rod Run Sunday, January 1st. We're all going to meet at Cracker Barrel up at the Vero Outlets, 94th Drive. Breakfast from 8 to 10. We're going to leave at 10. First stop will be Riverview Park on US 1 in Sebastian. The second stop will be Riverside Theater parking lot where they have the Under the Oaks car show. And the third stop is right here at Todd's house at the big shop here.
yeah,
Hopefully we'll have nice weather. It'll be nice, and we'll be ready to go.
The House of Byron.
That's on January 1st, Sunday.
With some great barbecue.
There you go.
Yeah, man. Hodgepodge Barbecue is going to be in the house. It's going to be great. And we
Yeah.
sure do appreciate Todd and Julie for doing this, not just for the memory of Dick Arbitel, but for the local community, the car clubs, the people around that want to get out and do something that didn't stay up too late drinking on New Year's Eve. And
What we had, over
Thanks.
100 cars?
Yeah, I got
At
a lot of
That's
RSVPs,
awesome, man.
dude. It's gonna be crazy.
yeah.
So it's going to be a little bit long ride.
Well, I want to
Be a
see what
ride.
you got to call Cracker Barrel
Yeah.
because they're going to be holy crapped.
Yeah.
So,
be prepared.
Yeah.
yeah. So everybody, listen. We hope you have a blessed Christmas, a Merry Christmas, and be safe on the roads and you're traveling and all that. To my buddy Steve McConnell, who is on his way to Kansas, stay safe. And I don't know.
To all our friends and family, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Absolutely.
Merry Christmas. Y'all be
Merry
safe.
Christmas, everybody.
Have a good one.
We'll see you next week.
See ya.